Hey there, my belly beauties, and welcome back to another plus size belly dance body awareness tutorial with Adventures in Consciousness. I have brought you out here into my living room, into this weirdo corner, with my Derg laying there judging me. Brought you into this weirdo corner so I could show you another one of my favorite tools to use for body health awareness, all that good stuff. If I can move this thing in the right direction. There we go. Totally candid, you guys. So one of your best tools for self-massage, for working with yoga, for loosening yourself up and being able to do things like layering, is going to be one of these bad boys. It's a foam roller. It's your typical foam roller. It does not have any of the knobbles on it. If you're just getting started, do not, I repeat, do not get one with the knobbles on it. You will notice that mine has a towel wrapped around it. There's a reason for that. This shit hurts. Using the thing hurts, but it's one of the best things you could ever do for your body, strangely enough. So as you know, for instance, when you do any kind of self-massage, things like that, particularly for us ladies, we'll notice that there's certain areas that are hella tender, more so tender than they should be. Well, that's because there's junk bagged up in there, and we need to get it out. This, I was going to say, it's like this you could use pretty much everywhere. Right? But that's why it's also important not to get ones with knobbles on it, especially if you're just starting. If you've never worked with a foam roller before, please, 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 I implore you, get a flat one. I've tried the one with the knobbles. Holy dear crap. You think this hurts. Ow! There's a reason why the lady that first introduced this to me called it releasing demons. Yeah, it's a great practice. But I wanted to show you kind of how I use mine. For those of you in particular that are just beginning to use these kinds of things to work with your body, to do self-massage, I highly recommend you start on a wall, such as this beautiful one I have right here. Because, for instance, for us big ladies, what you will find is, it's a fun conundrum. As for instance, as you want to work on your hip and you want to roll your hip, well, the amount of weight that you're putting on the roller, your whole body weight, is actually too deep of a massage. It's too painful because it gets too deep, because you're essentially pressing with 200, 250, 300, 350 pounds on one select area. And you're not going to want to do it anymore because it really fucking hurts. And it's hard to get into those positions on the floor if you're not physically strong with the yoga already. And then on top of it, if you're carrying around extra weight that then you're trying to maneuver and put on top of this thing in just the right position to be able to get the thing, but also hold yourself up off of it enough to where it's not fucking excruciating and you can't move the next day. I suggest working on the wall. So that's why I brought you over here to this weird little candid video, to just show you how I use my foam roller. So what I generally do is, it's got this towel on it again, and it's just rubber bands that you get out of the grocery store off your produce. That's all they are. And I wrap it because, again, this foam is rather, there we go, this foam is rather stiff versus a little bit of padding here. So I find that having that little bit of extra padding there, for those places of mine that are particularly extra tender, or that tend to be, it really just kind of makes it go that much smoother. So what I generally do is, you've got yourself backed up to a wall here. Let me see if I can get a good angle on it. You might end up seeing my backyard. My very disheveled back porch at the moment. Spring, yay! There you go. Yeah, you can see some of those some of those pod cups. So what you could do is you could start at your neck, and this way you can lean as little or as much of your weight into it as you want, or not. Get your ponytail out the way, might be helpful. And then all you're doing, and this is a great workout for your knees and your quads as well, without doing a lot of, shall we say, over exertion on those joints, because you're actually working up and down a wall. You're giving yourself a little bit more stability than you would if, for instance, you were just doing squats by themselves. So this could be like a good quadruple whammy. If you're standing here, you know, like watching your show, like I got Letterkenny on in the background right now. And I'm just bending my knees. That's all I'm doing. I'm not going very far. They're not going over my knee. They're not going over my toes. But I'm just working that neck right there. And then you could just like press into it if you find a spot. Move stuff around. And holding that spot. And just work it out. And again, you're playing with your feet. You're rocking back and forth on your feet. You're doing different things. But you're really trying to keep this very low impact on your joints. As mine pop. Because mine do. That's why I gotta keep it low impact. So what I'll do then is just kind of let it shift down. And then go a little bit of a diagonal to the wall. Probably a little something like that. And then you just roll up and down. And then when you're done there, yep, just let it slide on down. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I can hear my back pop right now. I can hear my back pop right now. And just let it slide. Scooch down, scooch down. And then this way, you're literally only putting as much weight on it as you want to. You're self-massaging with scale. With scale, there we go. Try to not get off the camera so much. Because like I said, otherwise, think about it. If this is a particularly tender area for you, which it is for me, it is right up here in my upper lower back, trying to put 200 change pounds on it, on a hard foam roller, on a hardwood floor, ow! Because you're literally pressing down into those muscles with deep tissue massage with all 200 plus pounds of you. Ow! So by doing it on the wall, you can really vary the amount of pressure that you're giving yourself, and really get into some of those places that you may not normally be able to get to with yoga and things like that, doing your rolls and stretching on the ground. Because this is round and it can get into the curves, right? It can get into the curves and stuff. So this is what you're going to be looking for. I got this bad boy from Walmart. They can be cheap. 10 bucks, 15 bucks. I've had this for years. 5 years at least. And it looks brand new. And the towel helps with that too. And then that way, you know, if you're sweating on it, if you're working with it, like, you know, using it as a pre or after workout kind of, you know, thing. If you sweat on it, just change the towel, right? So you just work your way down and just keep massaging yourself. And it's going to look a little weird. But what do you care? Because your back's going to feel so much better. And then again, for those weird places, like right here on the side back of your hip that you can't necessarily get with yoga. Oh, yeah, buddy. Woo. Ow. Woo. And that's why it's called releasing demons. And again, just do it on the other side. Oh boy, howdy. And then of course, you know, if you've got ribs, you can just do none of these numbers. Oh, this is one of the worst. This is one of the worst right here, I tell you right now. Because your lymph node is under there. And girl, if you have not been massaging your lymph nodes, you're going to immediately regret that life decision once you start. Because there's so much stuff gunked up in there. It gets so clogged that everything's tight. It makes everything tight. Your fluids aren't flowing. Your immune system takes a tank because of it. Everything takes a tank because those little lymph nodes are basically like your little filter systems throughout your body. So if those are clogged up and you're not gently massaging them out, which, by the way, always massage towards the heart, right? Always, right? Heart space knows how to deal with shit, okay? So if you're rolling, just right in here, right there. Right there's where that lymph node is. Ow. But this is how you roll. This is it. You stand here, right here, watch TV. They're about to go have a Tilly. Go have a Donnybrook. Wayne's got to be, he's got to be proving the toughest guy in Letterkenny again. I started the season over. I've already watched it like a billion times. Just standing here. Like, oh yeah, that's good. Oh yeah, gotta go have a Tilly. Yep. See the animals wandering around, you know. But this is that 10-15 minutes that you can take for yourself that could literally change your life. You do this in the combination with anything else, drinking more water, bringing more supplements like magnesium, potassium, those kinds of things into your diet. Even just taking the supplements. Magnesium malate. Magnesium malate. That's all I'm going to say. It's all going to have such a cumulative effect that even though you are a big girl, you're going to be out there climbing mountains and shit because you feel great. Because you've been doing good for your body. So, try out this foam roller business. Give it a go. If you find you're having any issues with it, or you're finding that you're not being able to necessarily get to a particular part of your body that you're looking to get to and you want some help with that, let me know and I could do a tutorial video on how you can get to that area. If there's any other tutorials that you'd like to see about any dance moves or anything having to do with, body consciousness, that's going to happen a lot too. Burping as you work through your energy field with this thing. Yeah, gonna be making a lot of air noises, shall we say. If you'd like to see any more of that, please drop it below. I love hearing from you guys. And thank you for hanging out. Like, subscribe, and tribe. For those of my dyslexic audience. I'm not even gonna fix it. I love you guys. Not even gonna fix it. I will talk to you soon. This has been Daniela with Adventures of Consciousness. Thanks for hanging out. Drop anything. Say hello below in the comments. And yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.